tonight. Another broadcast, filtered light. They tell us what we're meant to receive and calibrate exactly what we believe. We were born into a system already old, traded futures for whatever we were told. The cities rose on promises and debt, and someone somewhere made sure we'd forget. The towers stand like monuments to greed. The satellites above us plant the seed of everything we hunger, everything we fear. They've mapped the architecture of the atmosphere, and we move through the static like we were always meant to drown. Like the weight of something wired to the sky was always pulling us down. When did we sign away the light? When did we agree to disappear? The contract's written in our sleep at night, said everything we love is licensed here. We are the product and the hands that build the machinery of someone else's dream, and all the silence that they said we filled was just the sound of profit in between. They gave us names, they gave us numbers too, assigned a value to the things we do. They categorized our breathing, mapped our pain, and sold the data back to us again. The borders aren't drawn in the lines of stone, they're measured out in frequencies we own. The orbital arrays above our heads are watching while they count the living dead, and we breathe in the signal like it's the only air we've known. Like the cost of standing upright in the dark was always meant to be our own. When did we sign away the light? When did we agree to disappear? The contract's written in our sleep at night, said everything we love is licensed here. We are the product and the hands that build the machinery of someone else's dream, and all the silence that they said we filled was just the sound of profit in between. There were boardrooms built on bones we'd never see, on figures dressed in language of the free, who drafted laws like architects of loss and build the broken ones for all the cost. They launched their flags above the ruin they made and called the occupation a crusade. Rewrote the history before the ash was cold, and charged admission for the story to be told. And we marched in formation like the order was always right, like the ones who kept the lanterns in the dark were never worth the fight. When did we sign away the light? When did we agree to disappear? The contract's written in our sleep at night, said everything we love is licensed here. We are the product and the hands that build the machinery of someone else's dream, and all the silence that they said we filled was just the sound of profit in between. There were people once who named the stars before the stars were bought and sold, who walked the fire to keep the embers lit in a world that was already cold. Now the fire is a registered trademark, and the ashes are a quarterly return. And the ones who kept the language of the burning are the first ones they will let it take in turn. We gave them everything, we gave them everything. We gave the quiet and the storm. We gave them everything, we gave them everything, and still they said there wasn't enough. I remember when the sky was open space, before they built the platforms in its place, before the light above us had a cost, before we learned to calculate underneath the frequency, a pulse that doesn't answer to the feed. It's older than the algorithms here. It doesn't need permission to appear, and it moves through the static like it was never meant to drown, like the way